The most embarrassing thing is seeing myself in the background, like, dry humping our couch. Just because I wanted to get in the video and do something stupid. Or it'd be me, like, dancing in the outside of a window. And when I was a kid, I was like, yo, that's me in the back dancing. Ooh, I'm so funny.
Yesterday, this lady comes in, right? And she was like, oh, I need a TV while I'm taking passport photos. And I'm like, sorry, like, could you give me a second? Like, these people are here and like, I have to do passport photos real quick. And then she literally like looks away and it's like, God, like, I hate when people don't do their job. Like,
No.
look in my face. And I said, and I actually like wasn't going to take the disrespect for once. I was like, miss, I'm doing my job. First off. Second off, like, I'm literally doing something right now. I can't just stop taking passport photos and walk you to the front because you think that the TV is more important than these people's passport photos.
Right, who you're already helping them.
Yeah, you're doing your job by helping the people with the passport photos, right?
So I'm like,
literally doing exactly what he's supposed to be doing.
I'm like, you have to pay for the
She's just
TV
mad
here.
She wasn't prioritized.
I was like, you can wait. You can either wait 5 minutes or you can go online and order a TV for pickup and get it tomorrow morning. Your choice. And she's like, fine, I'll wait 5 minutes. I was like,
Oh, it's like the flood.
I was like, you fucker, just like, fuck off at that point.
Just imagine getting so pressed
awesome.
over that. Imagine, like, I feel like you have to have never worked in a job like that ever in your entire life.
Dude, I go I go shopping with my grandma every like month, and she like it's so clear that she's never worked in a retail position. Because like one time she was like, we need 2 carts, and I was like, okay. So I took 1 cart and she took 1, and then she was like, actually, we only need 1. So she just left her cart like in the middle of the store, like right in the front. It was like a 30-second walk to put it away. And I was like, what are you doing? And she's like, I don't need it. I was like, I'm sure you don't, but you have to put them back. Like, you can't, like, what are you doing? And she's like, oh, like, I don't have to do that. So I put it back, and I was like, you have no concept of, like, being, like, a good, you know, like, Samaritan, like, kind of thing. Like, I mean, I guess it's not, like, that big of a deal. Like, of course, there's people that go and do it, but, like, why make their lives harder?
How do you guys feel about the cart issue? That was a big thing for a while. Like,
dude,
do you put your cart away?
I always put the cart away.
I always put my cart away.
Even if it's really out of my way. Like, some places only have, like, 1 cart returned.
Yeah.
I'll have to fucking
But
walk it over.
when you see that poor, slightly overweight, acne-prone, like, railroad track forehead kid pushing 150,000 carts, and then you see the 1 cart that he's pushing it all the way out there to get.
Exactly.
You're like, nah, I can't do it to him.
Yeah,
this poor guy wants to go home and play like Elden Ring for 10 hours, right? He does not want to be pushing like little carts around. I can't stand the cart thing. Do you? Here's the big thing. Do you put a cart back even when it wasn't yours if it's like near your car? Because some people will do that. Some people will go the extra mile.
If it's like close, if it's on my way, sometimes I'll grab another one. But not like I don't.
No, you
I'm not a serial.
You don't walk around and do some guy's job for him.
What is the point of that? It doesn't even kill you. Just to spook you?
Yeah, just to annoy you.
I'm sure there's one later that kills you.
I'll bet you there is actually.
Yeah, it's probably
one with a big old saw on the front.
No, you should put the fucking. You should put the cart back, and if you don't, here's your warning.
How do you feel about here's a covalent issue, a similar issue here. Do you?
I forgot the Ridley boss fight.
Oh shit! Already? Another boss fight? And
Is
it's
this Mecha Ridley?
Yeah.
Dude, hell yeah.
Yo, fuck you, Mecha Ridley.
But
Damn.
do you?
He said, I'm blowing up this bitch.
When you walk around a supermarket and you pick up something, and you're like, well, I don't actually need that. Do you go put it back where you found it, or do you just hide it behind something else in the? Because
usually I put it back.
If I'm out of my way, like if I'm at Costco, nah.
Yeah.
That oatmeal is gonna slip safely behind that box of Coke Zero, and no one's gonna notice.
It depends. It depends on how far I am, how long I've been in the store. If I'm like about to get out and I've been in that store for like 30 minutes, that chocolate is never gonna be seen again. They're gonna think it got stolen, and that's fine.
I stole a chocolate bar when I was a little boy.
My first memory is stealing something.
I would like you to go first on that one. You just trumped my. I was gonna say I was 6 years old. I stole my first chocolate bar. You just said the first thing you ever.
I was literally a baby.
Yeah.
Like literally maybe.
Yeah.
2 tops.
And you were in the K Jewelers and you. I
think it was like a 7-Eleven or something.
Yeah.
And they had like they have like the candy rack. So my face level is like the first row on the floor. And I remember seeing these square little mints. I remember picking them up, and my mom was like, "No, put them back. Well, you don't want mints. You're 2. You don't want fucking mints." And I was like, "I want them," so I just took them. And then I was eating mints like at home.
And she didn't get mad?
I don't think she even noticed.
Really?
That house was a fucking zoo. Cause
you had 3 sisters, right?
3 sisters, and like they were all like young too, so it's not like they were taking care of me. You know what I mean?
They were running around eating pixie sticks.
Dude, those home videos are fucking. They're on another level. It's just like they're all like fiending because the camera was the coolest shit. In, like 2004.
It had the little flip up visor thing you could look into.
So it's me like in the background, like a 2-year-old, and then my sister who's 5 tops. No, I'm literally a newborn and she's 3, and she's like picking me up and walking me around and shit like I'm a cat. But I'm like, you have to handle babies with care, and my parents are just letting her fucking walk me around, pick me up and walk me around.
She's shaking you by the neck. And
meanwhile, my other 2 siblings are like fiending for like the camera.
Yeah, they want
to
like,
be in front of the camera. Yeah, it's hilarious.
Do you ever find like a video from when you were like 5 to 8, and you get like the strongest feeling of embarrassment from watching it?
Yeah.
We'll be up on my family computer watching home videos and stuff. And I will get so embarrassed. My dad used to make Cub Scout videos for my little brother's Cub Scout group.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I was like 4 years older than them. But you're 9 years old. You want to get in on this little action of this. He would do like skits essentially because they would have like a yearly big meeting.
Right.
And so he'd be like, let's make like for the introduction, because like usually they just call the kids up on stage. It's like, this is Michael. He's a 4th grader. He's going into the fucking like Munchkin Scout or whatever they have.
Right.
And my dad would be like, no, let's make something fun. And so he'd make like a video, like a Wild West. It'd be
That's
like
awesome.
he'd make like a spaghetti western that was like really like you could tell that he liked Adam Sandler a lot.
Right.
But it was funny. It was like if you crossed Adam Sandler and Monty Python and then a guy who works in taxes.
That's awesome.
It was like they'd pull out bananas like they were guns, and they'd be like, "That's a banana," and then it would blow up. It'd be like really stupid.
That's
but
awesome.
Like the most embarrassing thing is seeing myself in the background, like dry humping our couch, just because I wanted to get in the video and do something stupid, or it'd be me like dancing in the outside of a window. And when I was a kid, I was like, "Yo, that's me in the back dance. Oh, I'm so funny." Now I look back and I'm like, "Oh my god, dude, you don't do fucking Gangnam Style in the window while your dad's filming a movie. He knows you're there, all right? You're not sneaking in. You're out in the background, and the neighbors can see you shirtless doing some stupid jumping jacks.
Yeah,
Dude,
what the fuck?
You just unlocked a fucking deep-seated memory when fucking what was the thing? Harlem Shake.
Oh yeah.
When Harlem Shake came out.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I remember one time I was in my friend's basement, me and like 3 other people, and we were like, let's make a Harlem Shake video. So we're all do like the beginning part where it's, I don't really remember how it goes, but
were you in
it's
costumes?
Normal.
Were you in costumes?
No,
okay.
It was normal, but then it was like, all of us like 10 or 11 like shirtless dancing. but what I did instead was like, how like trashy people, like trashy like tramps do, like they tie the shirt in a knot.
Oh yeah, the shirtwaist
I did
thing?
that, and then we were recording the second part, and this mom comes downstairs and just watches all of us doing this fucking like, oh my god.
And you got the bottom of your shirt through your
I've
collar,
got my shirt tied in a little knot.
It looks like a bikini.
My belly button's out.
Yeah. Your like chips
really...
are falling out of your belly button.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Oh god.
Good shit right there.
Finding old videos of yourself is possibly the worst.
That video
ever.
exists somewhere. Hopefully it doesn't actually.
It's on YouTube actually. If you can find that, guys, we'll mail you $50 in the we'll PO box you $50 if you can find that video
immediately,
and you can come over and hang out with us. But I think the worst, like really wanting to be the center of attention on the V8 on like the mini DV camera.
Yeah.
Is I was maximum like 10 years old. It was Christmas. and I just got a pogo stick, and it was like right after we opened all our presents, and like they're filming something in the living room, and I come bouncing in on a pogo stick indoors and like fall off of it, and it's so because like, my parents freak out because I'm pogo sticking in the house,
right? And
the pogo stick just like slips out, and I just collapse onto the living room floor, and everyone like no one laughs. Everyone's just like.
That's so fucking
Don't
good.
do that in the house, please.
Oh fuck, that's so
we just got you that. Don't do it in the house. One rule.
They used to make a pogo stick. I saw a video about this. They made a pogo stick that you would put like a 22, like, they make these guns for like contractors where it's like it's a nail gun but it uses like a 22, so it's like for driving nails into like concrete and shit. So you put those little cartridges in, and it's like a pogo stick, and when you go down on it, it fires the blank and shoots you up. So it's like a gunpowder, or maybe it was gas powered.
Oh, like a CO2
stick.
cartridge or something?
No, it's like gasoline.
Oh,
and then when you push it down, it like compresses the gas.
Yeah,
and then,
it
like,
works like
a
a piston engine.
Yeah, yes, and there's a piston that like fires you off the ground.
I
want one.
What are you gonna do with that? Break your head and kill yourself?
It breaks your ankles. It literally fucks your ankles up. You have to like stand on it the right way, or else it'll break your ankles.
How is that?
It'll push your ankles up and like hyperextend. Like
what is the FDA for toys? Because how did they approve that?
Like the 50s.
Oh, okay.
They didn't give a fuck.
That was for like guys who wanted to be Batman.
Yeah,
they were just like, stop there.
It was for kids.
Down the street on that thing?
No, it's for kids. They have shit like that for kids. They had like a bazooka.
That sounds like that's par for the course. I guess.
Powered like it was like spring powered like Nerf, but it was like you put like this plastic bazooka in it, and it like concussed people.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. Toys back then were on.
How did they go from like the Slinky to that?
Well, because they're all the boomers that worked at like fucking Bandai were like they were all fucked up from like lead fumes.
Oh yeah. There was a bunch of lead in the gas, and they're like, let's give the kid a gun.
Let's give him bazookas that have enough like the power of Mike Tyson throwing a haymaker.
It's weird that Mike Tyson could hit me once and kill me instantly.
His punch is like 2,000 psi.
His punch, I think the sad part is, even if he was just horsing around and he punched me in the arm, I'd probably cry. I'd probably cry, and I'd probably go to the hospital.
He started going to the gym again and shit, and he was talking on, I think it might have been Joe Rogan's podcast.
We can forgive that.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. He was like, I can't go to the gym because if I start going to the gym, I get real competitive and I want to kill people.
No, I was about to say, if he goes to the gym, I know his testosterone. He's one of those guys with a naturally high testosterone
level. He has like full level testosterone.
He could kiss you. He could kiss a woman and she'd have to go on HRT.
And he has like no like he
regard for human life.
Yeah.
I'm kidding, Mike Tyson. Don't take that personally.
Oh, dude, there's
please.
This one video where this guy, and he's like, what do you think about face tattoos? He's like, I think they're fucking stupid. Like, I would never get one. Like, I don't get why anybody would get them. And then Mike Tyson walks out behind him. He's like, I'm sorry. Like,
I think they're awesome.
I would be saying they were fucking awesome too if Mike Tyson was there.
Mike Tyson showed up after I said that, I'd go with him to the tattoo parlor and get a big teardrop under my eye.
Yes, sir.
I will.
Tattoo on my face, yes, sir. Okay.
Whoa, Mike Tyson, that's so. Does that mean anything to you? I'm gonna kill you.
No.
I'm gonna fucking rip your head off. I'm gonna fucking rip your teeth out and use them as a toothbrush.
I'm gonna hang you by a gut.
Mike Tyson couldn't be the smart, cool guy, which I gotta feel bad for him for that, because, like, Muhammad Ali was the cool guy and the smart guy. Mike Tyson had to be like the guy where you're like
I'm a rip your ear off type guy.
Mike, I think I would.
He had to be like the fucking like.
He had to be like Mike. He had to be. Yeah. He had to genuinely scare people.
Right. Yeah.
And I think if you met him,
he seems pleasant.
He seems pleasant. It just seems like he has to have the shtick of being really hardcore.
Yeah.
I don't think Mike Tyson would, like, when the whole thing came out about where he got falsely accused of and everything.
Yeah.
And then his thing he said in the media afterwards is the only time that I'm gonna cut this out of the video. You know what he said, right?
I don't know. I really wish I did now, but now I really do want to put her mama.
Oh my god.
The Michael Jackson cases, the kids, I have to say, that's one of the times where I feel bad. I want to include the Michael Jackson part and not include what we just talked about with Mike Tyson. So if it cuts really hard right there, that's why. Right. And Michael Jackson would show up in pajamas and That was hilarious. Michael Jackson showed up.
I've never seen like the actual case.
That was probably one of the first big TV trials. Was Michael Jackson before OJ and before? I'm pretty sure the first one was before OJ. And Michael Jackson showed up like eating breakfast.
He's a cereal.
He would have
milk.
literally. He would have like bowls of cereal and shit in the courtroom. He'd be like wearing pajamas in the courtroom.
That's cold as fuck.
It's hardcore. He was getting accused of pedophilia multiple times.
He knew his ass was innocent if he's coming to do that shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was all post-burn, but I don't know.
Well, apparently he was.
If it was post-burn, I think it was. Then OJ was first. I think
it might have.
Right?
The first ones might have been pre-burn, and the rest were post-burn.
No, because pre-burn he was still like a kid. He was still.
No,
like...
he got burned at like 24.
No, he got burned.
Sure.
Yeah, but he didn't. He wasn't really big until after. He wasn't really like.
You're very wrong about that.
Well, I guess
he got burned. Being
Jackson
the star
5
of
was...
No, he got burned as the star of a Pepsi commercial.
No, I know that. I know that.
But like he already had Michael Jackson's Thriller was his last album pre-burn, and that's like if you look at the cover of that album.
Thriller and I don't. Oh yeah.
Black Michael Jackson is on the cover of that one.
Yeah.
I just love that whole story. I want to watch Finding Neverland. I still haven't done it.
Dude, apparently he was just like all fucked up because his dad was such a dick.
Well, first off, his dad was a dick. Second off, after the burn, he was on crazy amounts of pain meds.
Yeah.
And then C, and I think this is one that people overlook a lot, Michael Jackson was a famous person ever since the age of, like, 7.
Right, yeah.
He was, like, famous. Well,
that's why he was, like,
he was I Want You Back famous. He was fucked up. He was a media personality since he was, like...
Yeah, like
the kid went through puberty as, like, a star, as a child star. That has to be. That's like what I'm worried about with kids that get really popular on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Is it's like they have to have a fucked up sense of like that has to be like what's it called, main character syndrome or whatever it's called. I don't think that's a real
I get what you're
diagnosed term, but the idea that like
but a lot of people are like that.
A lot of people are. Even people with just minor success.
Is this the first save point?
No, the after Ridley you save.
Okay.
But like no, a lot of people are like I'm worried. Like even people that are there's a term that Ben keeps enlightening me to new terms that like children use. There's something called a micro celebrity.
Oh, niche internet micro celebrity.
Or micro influencer or something.
Right. Yeah.
These are like Egyptian hieroglyphics to me in terms of like the significance of what they mean. But Ben was like, "You got 250 subscribers. You're a micro influencer." I was like, "What?
That's not that many though."
No, I'm kidding. It's not. It's none. But a micro influencer. I was like, what the fuck is a micro why even go as far as to make that a real term?
I guess there's so many people with like 10,000 like what's like the great like the
I think
great
20K
filter?
Is the pass filter for getting your
getting bigger, staying
your relevancy filter, I guess you'd say. We can rotate off Metroid if you want to.
Yeah, sure.
I do actually. Can we finish out I want to tell my stealing story and then we can rotate out.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
No, it's okay. We tangented in a good way.
So I got from stealing to Michael Jackson.
Well, Michael Jackson and Mike Tyson.
What did we do? We went from stealing to... I don't even know what we went to. I'm not going to try and pretend like I know.
Yeah, I know.